Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the live stream. It's the final stream of the season, and it is a Hatealong. It is Olympiacos against Fiorentina. The game's about to be underway. I do apologise. I am roughly 10 minutes late. Everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong doing this live stream. I'm still dropping things on the floor now. I am genuinely seething. Like, I've had issues with Sky. I've had issues with my PC. Literally, everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong. So hopefully, the football does cheer me up. It should have been Villa. I do agree with that straight away, Jude. But after being harassed constantly by Olympiacos supporters ever since we played against them, this is my time to get my petty revenge. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I do not care. I will hopefully will enjoy every second of this. We'll go through the lineups of both teams. We are Team Fiorentina today. I'm a Fiorentina fan for the next 2 hours. Come on, you Italian boys. Bellotti, do something for me, my friend. Do something for me. Hello to everybody. Hello to both YouTube and TikTok. We do have a sign now. You guys will barely see it on the YouTube. But yeah, you can watch it on the YouTube channel. There you go. Callum says up the Villa. El Kabi is praying, says Murad. You know what, for religious reasons, maybe I support Olympiacos. Go away. I've had some comments as well on the YouTube before I went live, actually. Michaelis said, let's go. Olympiacos, Forza Olympiacos. Yeah, we're going to have some Olympiacos fans here today. I do not care. I do not care. I'm just going to slightly fix a stream overlay, so bear with me. I'm having to basically guess almost. There we go. Fixing it. Slowly fixing it there. Bear with me while I sort this out. FlashScore changes their UI so often. It annoys the hell out of me. Alright. That's done. And I get to move that perfectly. Alright, we are underway in the Conference League final. Olympiacos, come on! I believe. I believe. OT Sevilla fan, but wouldn't mind Olympiacos winning. We would beat them on a good day, so shows what we're capable of. Unfortunate to miss out. Normally, I would agree. I would agree with that, right? It also makes our defeat to Olympiacos look better if they go on to win. However, I keep getting harassed by Olympiacos fans, right? No matter what video I do, there's an Olympiacos fan in the comments, right? I've had to, genuinely, I've had to endure so much. So just for that basis only, I want Olympiacos tears, all right? This is what I want. And hopefully we get it. Robbie said, let's go Fiorentina. Shit on the City. El Kabi stinker incoming. I don't know why that was muted. So I'm going to approve your comment. I hope he does have an absolute stinker. I keep seeing that. The guy's name is posted everywhere, man. El Kabi will reek. Alright, you can see the lineups on YouTube. I have posted a screenshot. We'll go through it as well. Salakis in goal. I mean, we know how decent. I say how decent he is. He weren't very good, actually. He was better in the second leg. First leg, he conceded 2 horrible goals. Rodney, Retsos, Carmo, and Ortega. Very similar backline to what played against Villa. Heze Ibora is the pivot. Daniel Pedence, Chiquinho, and Fortunis in the front three. And it's El Kabi as the striker. The boys that will win today, Fiorentina, Bellotti up front, Bonaventura. I mean, some of these players, man. Icons in the football in Italian world. Dodo right back. I've had him on FIFA so many times. I believe in this Fiorentina team. Guys, don't forget to double tap the screen. Any likes, follows, shares, all that good stuff will be very much appreciated as always. Thoughts on the Gallagher rumours? I saw that not long before I was going to go live. I would love Gallagher at Villa. I think Chelsea are suicidal for even thinking about letting him go. I think he was one of, if not the best player for Chelsea this season. I don't care what anyone says. He's an absolute workhorse, a brilliant midfielder who puts in 100% all the time. He would be an absolute asset in midfield for Villa. Chelsea, they somehow always surprise me with how stupid that club is. One of the worst clubs, let me say that again, one of the worst run clubs in the country, despite the money that they have. Absolute shit show of a team. And I'd love Gallagher at Villa. We shall see them. We shall see. So Fiorentina have Terracciano in goal, Doda right back, Milenkovic and Martinez Quarta as centre halves, I should say. Biragi, the left back. Shot comes in as I'm reading the lineups. And it was Podence actually with a shot away for Olympiacos. Really good early save for Fiorentina. So the midfield pivot is Arta Melo alongside Mandragora, and a front three behind Belotti of Kouame, Bonaventura and Gonzalez. Come on, Belotti, I believe. Corner taken short. Bloody hell. Could have gone anywhere. They tried to do a Trent Alexander-Arnold there, trying to take a corner quickly across the floor. Thankfully, that didn't work. Bloody hell. Just reading some more comments. Guaranteed piss it is today. My day's made at Harrison. I was about to hate on Olympiacos, but gonna lie, Al-Kabi's prayer moved me. Chance. Oh, put wide by Belotti. Big chance. Big chance put wide. By the way, this game is free to watch. No shitty stream needed. Fair enough. I didn't know that. I'm watching on TNT Sports. I'm glad the game is free. Every European final is no bollocks. I don't know what you mean by that. Oh, unless you're saying it's every final is free. I'm not too sure what you're saying. Hello to everyone. I have been ignoring my TikTok chat. I do apologise. I'll be reading some of the comments on here. I appreciate all your support as always. Guys, please double tap the screen. Want to get to a few thousand likes by the end of today. That'd be amazing. Robbie says, let's go Fiorentina. Not going to lie, don't care who wins as it's not Villa, but a good game would be great to see. Al-Kabi says Dino. They are trashing our stadiums, AEK. Mate, they're scum, man. Honestly. AEK Athens, biggest team in Greece. By a mile. By a mile. In fact, growing up, they were the only Greek team I know. That says it all. AEK Athens, best colour scheme, best club. Yeah, biggest team in Greece by a mile. Hopefully they don't ruin too much of the stadium, man. Gallagher over Barkley, I would take that. Genuinely. I know, very controversially, I don't really... See, I'm not the biggest fan of Barkley. Barkley at Villa, when he was last here, he wasn't very good, man. Like... His work rate, maybe it's improved, right? Maybe his mentality as a player has improved, but he never impressed me at Villa. There was a couple games, obviously the Liverpool 7-2 game, and I think he scored away at Southampton, and he played all right in that game. But they're few and far between performances, man. Maybe Emery can get him playing differently, but I didn't like what I saw from Barkley last time, so I am a bit hesitant at the very least, you know? Villa after Elisa, I mean, everyone's after Elisa, let's be real. What do you think of Olympiacos? Shit. What do you think of shit? Should be us playing. Yeah, I'm still pissed off, man. But look, maybe we can have some joy today, you know? Hello from AEK Athens fan. Olympiacos playing our stadium, not being very respectful. Are you surprised? Because I'm not. I'm not surprised at all. Seeing what these lot are like in my comment sections, I am not surprised that they, that they are being disgraceful, they are being scum. It does not surprise me at all. Like I said, AEK Athens are the biggest team in Greece by a mile. Yeah, they'll be made to pay for everything. And hopefully, they'll have to pay huge fines as well as lose. So we will be there. We shall be. No. AEK Athens, Matt Murad. AEK Athens all day. Rodinei with a 1-2 down the right hand side. Gets a cross in low. It's hacked away at the near post. I think by Martinez. And a foul is given anyway on the halfway line. Good refereeing. He saw the high foot. Will this referee fall for the shite that Olympiacos pull when they play? They kick players to shit and then pretend to be injured when things are going their way. Will he fall for that today? Let's see. Will he fall for it? Good ball down the right is Gonzalez. Cross! Oh, towards Belotti. Well cut out, actually, by Retsos. Retsos, honestly, that interception there is so good. I think that stops a goal. That cross is brilliant towards Belotti, sliding in. Retsos does so well. You know, not even 10 minutes in this game, already some decent chances for both teams. I just had a 28 years. I was expecting it, man. I was expecting it. Yeah, you live in that, mate. I feel for you guys, man. I do. I feel for you guys having to suffer with these lot. Hopefully we can both enjoy this game together, yeah? Corner taken short. Cross comes in. It's low. Oh, yes! Oh, it's offside. Olympiacos did concede, but the flag is up and the goal will not stand. The offside flag has saved Olympiacos inside 10 minutes. It's a really clever ball, actually. Oh, it is offside, to be fair. Not by a great deal. Not by a great deal at all. But Belotti's goal will not stand. The offside flag has saved the team from Greece. That is a big shame. That is a huge shame. But maybe that's a sign of what's to come, you know? Maybe that is a sign. Mon the Olympiacos. Olympiacos playing the refs again. To be fair, it did look offside, but not by a great deal. I feel like VAR could have had a look at that to make sure that decision was correct. Because it wasn't super obvious by first viewing. Flick pass forward towards Gonzalez, a bit too far for him to chase. Harry, Chelsea historically, other than the Barcelona game, you can't tell me you've had shite refereeing decisions all the time. Everyone always says Chelsea, Barcelona in 2008? I don't care. Was it 2009? 2008? You've had some dodgy decisions, man. Oh, lovely switch of the play here for Fiorentina. They move the ball down the left-hand side with a bit of pace here. Kouame. Oh, lovely flick pass on Kouame. They go down the left. Baragi could get across, and he does. Good. Oh, nearly a good pick out. Ebora there to help defend for Olympiacos. Good defending. But I will say, the Fiorentina are doing more than what we did, which is really sad to say. But they're threatening more. Yeah, EA should hire me, man. They should hire me. Up the Villa from here, AK Athens fan. Up the Villa, man. And long may your success continue in the Greek League. And Europe as well, you never know. I know you lost to them recently. It was a shame. I watched AK Athens TikToker, and he went over the game. It's good coverage, actually. It's a shame. 2 points off the league title. Oh no, well, it was 1 point in the end. It was 2 from the championship group. One point is tough, man. Only one defeat. That's crazy. You guys deserved a lot more. But you finished above this red shite, so you can take that. You can be proud of that. Speaking of robbery, Forest blamed their shit season on VAR, but I saw a stat that showed that VAR saved their season. I do hope this is true. The only team that should be upset by VAR is Wolves, really. No other team, and maybe Luton for that game against Everton, but other than that, there's no real team that should be that upset about it. Because it swings both ways. Like, Villa have been screwed over, but Villa have also screwed over other teams. It happens. The only team I've consistently seen get screwed over by it is Wolverhampton Wanderers. It's actually insane. If you look at the amount of times that they have actually been screwed over this season, it's crazy. Long ball towards Al-Kabi, by the way, I've not seen touch the ball. This guy is ass. He's ass. I haven't seen him touch it. Has he turned up yet? You could have told me he was on the bench. El Kaabi, where is he? Where's El Kaabi? I can't see him, man. Luton holding Fort Pride Park. He's charging. Where is... You just have to ask the question, where is El Kaabi? Baraghi with the throw for Fiorentina. Flicked on by Kouane. And another throw into Fiorentina further up the pitch. Blood at Tesla. Oh man, Luton allowed to be upset for the game at Everton, but Forest aren't when they played Everton. Oh, to be fair, look, I'm not arguing. I was just talking to my chat. I just think the team that I have seen get screwed the most is Wolves, and like you can't tell me that's not true. Wolves have been screwed. I'm a Villa fan. I hate Wolves, but I've noticed many times they've been screwed over this season. I just feel like there's again the officials are shit. VAR isn't great in the Premier League. I'll put an asterisk there. In the Premier League, it's not great. But it does swing both ways, usually. And I do feel like if players had some kind of refereeing courses or coaching, I think that's the way to go. Like, former players understand the game more than someone who's never played at a high level. That's the route they should go. Keep VAR and just, also stop the whole clear and obvious bollocks. If it's a penalty, it's a penalty. If it's not, it's not, I don't want to see any more of this clear and obvious shite. I hate it. Because, like, what's the point? What's the point in VAR? It's like, well, we think it's a penalty, but it's not clear and obvious. Well, if it is or it isn't, it's like, it's so stupid. It's my little mini rant over. But I will say Luton were screwed at Everton. I do agree with that, which is why they said what they had to say, and I did agree with it. Would you scrap? See, another route you could take, which I wouldn't be bothered by, is if they kept the VA. So like, there's a new offside technology that's coming out, which is what we're seeing in this competition as well. The AI offside. Keep that along with goal line technology. You could probably scrap the rest. Really, I don't know if that's the route I would take, but I wouldn't be upset if that happens, Because like offsides, you can't complain at anymore when literally AI is doing it, and goal line technology has been brilliant. Apart from that one special game that we all know about, you could genuinely scrap the rest, to be honest. So yeah, that I wouldn't mind that. It's not the direction I'd go, but if people want to do that, then I'm not bothered, When are the AJ and I generated streams happening? You never know, man. Quebble Cop 2.0, Elise in your dream. I don't think Elise would go to Villa. Elise, honestly, should go to like PSG, or he needs to go to the elite of the elite. There's no point. Like, you could upgrade to like a European club like Villa, but there's no point. Like, I don't think there's a point in signing for Villa, Arsenal, Liverpool right now. You gotta go to the pinnacle, man. You gotta go to the very top. That's just my take. So you either sign for City, PSG, Bayern. I know Bayern. Well, I say Bayern. They didn't have a great season, but the last decade they have been brilliant. Real Madrid, obviously, but I wouldn't sign for anything less than that at all. There's no point. I don't think. Bundesliga VAR has been genuinely controlled well. Don't remember any controversial decision. I mean, our refs are shit. That's why, Murad. Premier League referees are terrible. Hopefully Olympiacos wins as a Villa fan. Fair enough. Like I said, and I'll keep repeating this over and over in the stream today. I would agree with that, but my channel, I've been harassed constantly by Olympiacos fans. So on that basis alone, it's why I'm doing this hate along. Genuinely. On that basis, because they've harassed me. You don't see the DMs I get sent. You don't see the comments, right? There's so, like, TikTok has this thing where they mute and they hold comments that are deemed to be offensive, right? So you actually don't see the majority of the comments that people post. I get harassed daily by Olympiacos fans. I know that's not their entire fan base, but it has been a lot. And I'm just using today as a way to, celebrate if they lose, That's my take. Genuinely, it has been insane. Even videos, nothing to do with that. I've made videos that are not even Villa related, and I'm still getting comments. It's crazy, man. Like, they've harassed me. Genuine. It's insane. Yeah. It's same, bro. Every vid I used to post. Exactly. It's ridiculous, man. Like, some make me laugh, right? Don't get me wrong. Like, Al Carby is your daddy, right? It's quite funny to see that every now and then. But, like, some are just vile. So, some are genuinely just really horrible shit. Just because I'm a Villa fan. And it's like, there's no... Why do this? It's football at the end of the day, you know? But, yeah, I'm just using this to have a bit of a laugh. Yeah. A lot of them get muted. I don't even have to do that. I don't have to delete them because a lot get flagged by TikTok anyway. You know, like the review and whatever. There's genuinely every video I make, there's like 10 messages in the review that just stay there because I'm like, well, I'm not going to approve any of these. Won't talk about Sunday, mate. Who cares, man? Like, if you're on about the Villa game against Palace, I mean the players on the beach, man. Like Villa didn't care about winning that at all. We didn't care. I don't care. The boys on the beach, we've already got UCL football. Like, who cares? Fucking Olsen was playing and Chambers started. You know. Oh, Leeds. I thought he was on about the other Sunday. Poor Leeds, man. Ah, poor Leeds. I felt for Leeds. I did. I think Leeds United, I really thought they were going to go up. I felt like they never really got going. Would you agree with that? If any I know it's a bit random for like many Leeds fans to be here, but for any Leeds fan in here or even Southampton, I've just felt like Leeds never really got going. Like, I don't think they played bad. I just don't think it was like a 6 out of 10. A very similar, actually. So when Villa lost to Fulham in the playoff final 2018, very similar performance. I don't think Villa played bad. It's just we never really got going. And it was like a carbon copy of that. Both games ended 1-0 as well. Carbon copy. Yeah, I feel for There was loads of players in tears as well at the end of the game. It was actually kind of sad to watch. Cross comes in towards Belotti. It falls kindly. Oh, it's a poor shot in the end. Bonaventura. How has he not scored? Within 20 minutes, it should be 1-0 to the Italian team. Bonaventura has missed an absolute sitter in the Conference League final. Oh, it's terrible. It's a P-roller down the middle of the goal. It's a terrible finish. He's got his head in his hands for a reason. It's absolutely shocking. As a veteran of the game as well, he should do much better there. Terrible. Leeds' best players will get nabbed. Somerville and Gray after. I don't know. I think they keep a lot of their core and go again. If Leeds fail to get promoted next season, then I think, they're in trouble. But I feel like they'll keep the core. Lovely ball through. Chance again for Fiorentina. Chips the keeper. Another good save. Olympiacos on the ropes here a little bit. Bonaventura in the box. Cross comes in from Kwame. It looked like a cross, but Kwame faked instead. Another ball in. Belotti header. It's blocked. Another shot from Gonzalez is charged down. How Olympiacos have survived the flurry of chances from this Italian side, I do not know. It should easily be 1-0 to Fiorentina by now. They have missed some severely large chances. There. This club, man, the fact they're not losing, it's pissed me off. Yeah, but honestly, I'd rather stay in the Championship. I think it's the best league. Fair enough, but if you want Leeds to be, considered like I would say Leeds are a big club, but if you want Leeds to be considered a big club in like 10, 20 years, you've got to be in the Premier League. Like, it is what it is, Like, you got to be real at some point. You've got to be in the best league, Like, the gap between the Premier League and the Championship is getting bigger every year. You don't want to be caught. Like the teams went up last year. All 3 teams weren't good enough and they all went down. You don't want to be caught in that. Yeah, I was not bothered at the time, but thinking now, the Championship's tough, man, as well. Like, every game, like when Villa were there, every single game is hard, man. Like, you worry about Rotherham away. Like, you know, on a Tuesday night, you don't. I know, like, they are the team that often gets slapped, but every now and then, like, they gave like bloody Cardiff a 5-2 beating on the final day of the season. There's just some grounds you don't want to go to, like Preston away midweek. You never want to play that. Like, there's some places that are just, man, you got to fight tooth and nail to get points, man. And that's what I hated about the Championship. Some of the away games are fucking terrible, and the pitches as well. Some teams, at least when we were there 5 years ago. I'd rather yo-yo between Prem and Championship. At least you witness a promotion every other year, and you play some class clubs every year. A little bit like the like what Norwich used to do, like 6 years ago. What's happened to Diaby? I think he's just lost confidence in the last few months. Diaby is a confidence player, 100%. A little bit like Leon Bailey, but Bailey's confidence has been high all season, where Diaby has a few bad games and it just goes. Diaby against Wolves was brilliant, and that was like one of the. I mean that wasn't too long ago; it was like a couple months ago. But he was brilliant in that game, and then the next game was terrible. So like, I don't know. He's a tough player, man. He's a tough player to understand at times. Championship is unpredictable. Anyone can beat anyone. It is the most competitive league in the world. I say this every time. The Championship is the most competitive league in the world. Anyone could, like, who would have thought Ipswich would have gone up this year? A team that, people expected to go down, you know? Bloody hell, Olympiacos nearly scored from a corner. Bloody hell. I'm seeing the replay here. It's a really good save, actually, in the end. Daniel Pedence, the camera pans to. I'm guessing he got a flick header here at the near post. Oh, he did, and it's a really smart save. Really smart save. Pietro Taracciano. He's done well. He's made 2 good saves this game. They went down because of Amari Hutchinson. Fucking Amari Hutchinson, man. Kouame doesn't take the ball down well. He actually got found quite well there in the box, but he doesn't control the ball at all. And a throw-in to Fiorentina is given. 25 minutes gone. Still goalless in the Conference League final. For my friend... Oh, I did see that. Ellen Drode. That was clever. As even the Leeds fans have got to admit, that was quite funny. Play the song. I forget what it's called, but yeah, it's to the tune of Leeds are falling apart again. That was funny. I did see that. I'm surprised the host didn't clock on, to be honest. I am very surprised. Free kick to Fiorentina is given, and it's a nasty tackle. Horrid tackle. His boot has come off. That's how rough the tackle was. Yeah, it was funny, and I'm just reading more comments. Come on, Olympiacos, do it for Forest. Mate, your owner is a rat. Honestly, he's yapping away, right? The Forest owner yapping away about VAR in the Premier League, and in the first leg, we were screwed over multiple times by VAR, and he didn't say a word then. He only says it when it suits his own team, right? And he'll be like, oh, Forest this, Forest that. But when Olympiacos robbed Villa of 2 goals in the first leg, he didn't say a single word. Fascinating, eh? Fascinating. I went on Sunday. Don't live far from Southampton. I got the train home with them. That would have been... I mean, you laugh about it, but that would have been horrid. Like, you lose the game, and then you just see a bunch of celebrating Saints fans all the way back. Rough, man. Emery crying after losing to Dynamo Zagreb. I'm just saying, with Chelsea in the Conference League, I have so many Chelsea mates, right, who take the piss constantly out of other teams. If they don't win the Conference League after running their mouth, right, I will be there. I've had nothing but shit thrown at me from Chelsea fans when we got knocked out of Europe, right? And now they're in this competition. They better win it. With some of the stuff they've been saying. Karma is a bitch, man. Karma is a bitch. They better win it. They better win it. I did have this question earlier, Bo. AJ says, thoughts on Conor Gallagher to Villa? I'd love him at Villa. I think Gallagher's Chelsea's best player. I think he's an absolute workhorse. People, with football, right? People look at, like the fancy things, right? They'll look at Cole Palmer, his goals, assists, everything, right? Gallagher is an absolute workhorse in midfield. Someone who never stops running. Someone who never stops trying. This guy, absolute monster in midfield. Can pull off a screamer as well every now and then. I think it's brilliant. I genuinely would fit Villa's midfield a lot. Like, I'd love him at Villa. I think Chelsea is suicidal for letting him go. Genuinely. I think they are in... They are... I mean, there are a lot of things if they let him go. I can't believe... He's the captain as well. Crazy. Yeah, he fits Chelsea well then, doesn't he, Harry? He's proper Chelsea. Proper Chels. John Terry and all that, you know? Views on Douglas Luiz. So I've seen some people say Villa may have to sell Luiz, right? In order to, like for FFP and stuff like that. Luiz is a good player, but he had, look, let's not kid ourselves, right? Say it as it is. For the last 2-3 months at Villa, he has been shy. And if a team came in for like 80 million, would you say no? Because honestly, I wouldn't. Like, ever since Kamara got injured, Luiz has been a shell of a player. And people will say, well, he's had to adjust and adapt. But I don't know. I feel like everyone else in midfield has done that, but him. You know, we play Tielemans out wide. He plays well. We play Tielemans in the middle. He plays well. Like, some players adapt to change, others don't. And Douglas Luiz has really struggled without Kamara. So if we got a high amount, I wouldn't actually say no. And I know that's a controversial opinion. I know a lot of Villa fans may disagree with that. But that is just my take. If it helps us with FFP and we can bring in someone else, I would do that. I would do that. Free, man. It is a free world. You're allowed to have any opinion you want. Sometimes I say things for jokes. Sometimes I say things for I say things for content, not often, but sometimes I do. I just try and keep it real on this channel, and people have different opinions. You're allowed that. You're allowed that, my friend. Douglas Luiz is piss poor. I wouldn't say he's piss poor. That's a bit extreme. I wouldn't say he's piss poor, but he has been piss poor for the last couple of months. I think overall he's been brilliant. I think he genuinely has been brilliant. But the last few months has been terrible. Harrison, I can literally see I don't know what you're on about. The mic is working. Thoughts on Diego Carlos leaving Villa? I actually liked Carlos. I really do. I do like Carlos. Man of the match performances, home and away against Arsenal. I think he can be a bit naive passing out from the back. I don't think he's suited for that. But he's not a bad defender by any means. But again, if it's for FFP, you got to think some of these decisions will be FFP based, you know. So I would not be surprised. Like Archer will probably get sold to another team because we've had to buy him back now, which is, you know, just brilliant. So yeah. We're going to have to make some big changes, I think. Chambers should leave. Just get some of the players off the books, man. Courtney Howes is still employed by Villa. Did you guys even know that? Courtney Howes is still employed. Chats for Fiorentina. Oh, very good goal. Solakis has done so well there. So well there. Off his line, quick, good header away. Harrison said Watkins should go as well. Yeah, why don't Chelsea just sell Cole Palmer, you know? Like, with that logic. Yeah, just sell Palmer. 100 million. There you go. More money to spend. Like, Chelsea need FFP more than anyone right now. Just sell Palmer. You can have Melier if you want. Melier is shit, man. I don't... Look, I will not be gaslit. I've seen enough stuff from Melier to know he's shit. He is the epitome of a championship goalkeeper. He can have glimpses of quality, but overall, he's shite. I do not agree with that, Greek Armed Forces, but feel free to have your opinion. Newcastle have to sell Bruno because they failed to qualify for Europe. Again, we don't know how true a lot of this is speculation. I know that I've seen rumours before that they might have to sell, like Bruno and Isak, but a lot of it is rumours. We will just have to find out. Them not being in Europe is a killer, though. That has genuinely done a lot of damage for them. All the money that club has and they can't spend. But yeah, Courtney Alves still at Villa. Yeah, it's crazy. Courtney Alves has been employed at Villa for how long? Didn't even play a single second last year. Do we sell Olsen? I'd sell Olsen. We've got Unai Emery's son as a keeper in the academy. Like, get him on the bench, Crazy. I'd sell Louise, keep Ramsey. Look, at the end of the day, because I keep hopping from one conversation to another, right? I think the idea is if we are desperate, we sell Douglas Luiz. I don't think it would affect Villa too much. Thing is, look, me saying that, I am worried to say that because the Villa fan base absolutely sucks off Douglas Luiz. You go on Twitter, right? Douglas Luiz is like a god to some Villa fans. And any criticism towards him, you're suddenly viewed as like some negative Villa prick. Like, you're not a real Villa fan if you criticise Douglas Luiz. This guy, for a very long time, doesn't get criticised. And look, he's a great player. I like Douglas Luiz. But the last few months, he has been terrible. And I think some Villa fans just don't want to accept that. Ironically, since he got back with Alicia Lehmann, he's been abysmal. Like, genuinely, when he was single, he was a bowler. That's just my take. As a Villa fan coming Fiorentina, how was the Olympiacos result up the Albion? How was the playoffs? That is big chat from a West Brom fan who got absolutely slapped up in the playoffs. That is huge chat. How about you go sign a striker, Where's your striker, mate? Where is it, Hazard? I don't see a striker at West Brom. You might need to sign one of those if you want to go up. As just a hint there. How'd I feel if McGinn left? See, McGinn, I would be gutted about McGinn. I think McGinn always works hard. Doesn't often put a foot wrong at Villa. Can have bad games, but he doesn't have consistently bad games. Is what I'll say about John McGinn. He's a good captain. One of the main reasons why we've done so well this season. I just want him in a more advanced role consistently. I know that's hard with injuries, and we've had a lot of injuries this season. But I think McGinn, look how good he is for Scotland. Like, there you go. Consistently great at Scotland, and I think we could see more of that at Villa. The further forward he's played. Alicia Lehmann is fit. I'm not going to disagree. Her follow count speaks for itself, Who do you hate more, West Brom or Wolves? The only team I truly hate is Birmingham City. I dislike Wolves slightly more than West Brom. West Brom are like a little annoying fly in the corner of your room. Wolves annoy me because Wolves actually have a good record against Villa. And they actually are a good team. They play in the Premier League. So like they irritate me more. West Brom is just kind of there. And then Blues are just kind of there, but because we have to share a city with them, like, you have to hate them. And they are mouthy, honestly. I could give you a whole list of the reasons why I hate Birmingham City without even bringing Villa into the conversation. Look at Blues' treatment of Derby County if you want a reason to hate Birmingham. West Brom yeah, exactly. I'm having West Brom fans. Look, you can have banter, right? I'm all for football banter, but you have to have some kind of base, You can't be a West Brom fan chatting shit about Villa when you got slapped in the playoffs. Like, obviously you can, but you got to expect me to throw that back at you, couldn't even make like. I didn't even rate any. Like realistically, Leeds have a good team, but they didn't play very well. Like in one of the 3 playoff games, they played well. One of the 3, and that was in one half of one of the 3 games where they blew Norwich away. The rest, they didn't really play very well. Southampton, the manager, it's the first time he's ever done anything successful ever with a squad that is a lot richer than the rest of the league. It was such a mediocre Championship playoffs, and West Brom failed to do anything. They only scored with a last kick of the game against Southampton when the game's already done. 1 goal in 2-leg playoffs against a team. I mean, they got promoted, but they are... If they keep Russell Martin and they don't improve their squad, they are coming straight back down. Like, it is what it is. Like, that will happen. I think all 3 teams that have come up are in trouble going down. Leicester have a point deduction. Ipswich Town could be without... Well, I know McKenna, he probably will stay, but... You know, it's like the Luton story all over again. They're going to get 20 points. And Southampton, unless they improve... The Southampton are probably have the best chance of staying up, but even then, I don't think they're doing that. And if West Brom would have been in the final against Leeds United would be a Premier League team. What's your opinion on Ruben Neves? He is a baller. One of the best long shot players that I've seen in my lifetime watching Championship and Premier League football. It's just a shame he sold out. Chance to Al-Kabi. Al-Kabi has absolutely flattened the goalkeeper here. And should probably be given a booking for flying into the goalie. Some will say 50-50. I don't know. He has thrown himself into that. Check Stoke City's new... Well, apparently Stoke have had a new badge. So you're getting live reaction to me viewing the Stoke badge. Let's see. Louise Costi comments. Louise he's just not been great. Like, I don't want to dig him out too much, but you know, sometimes you have to criticize players. Like ain't no way. Ain't no way that's their badge. Why is it like that? They've not announced a What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? It looks like a hut. Stoke's badge is a hut. That's alright, I'm going to show this on my YouTube stream. Stoke's new badge. What on earth am I looking at? That is horrendous. Alright, I'm showing you guys. I'm showing you. I need to. I don't often do this. That is horrendous. I thought it'd be bad based on your reaction. I didn't think it'd be like that. Oh my god. Oh, where did I save it to? Oh, bear with. I have to download it. Goodness me. Alright. Why is it not coming up? Mate, my PC doesn't want to show it. It's like, please don't. Oh, I've saved it in the wrong format, that's why. Goodness me. That is horrid. No, it is there. I'm really confused now. PC's been weird, as always. Something always different and new with this fucking piece of shit. I don't know what's going on. I'll actually have to take a... It's not coming up in my downloads. I'm taking a screenshot. I don't care. I'm dedicated to showing you guys what this looks like. I'm just going to call it Stoke badge. I might have to download this. If Villa ever plays Stoke, the fact I have to download this is crazy. All right. So it should be in pictures now. There it is. Look at that. What is... what is this? What is that supposed... What is it supposed to be? Like, look at this. I'll get the picture of the... because they've changed the badge as their profile picture, right? It looks like Executor, the Pokemon. Bro, mate, let me cook, right? Because I'll show you both for people who don't know. So there's that. This is outrageous. Oh man. That is horrid. I can't believe this got accepted, man. Right. So. Try not to fall asleep. Shut up. So this is what the badge is, right? There you go. You see it on the YouTube stream. You can't tell me. You cannot tell me it doesn't look like that. You cannot tell me that is not Executor, man. Like, look at the base. It has the it has the lines. That is crazy. Yeah, a wide Coke bottle. Oh man, that's brilliant. Look, you can't tell me it doesn't look like that. All right, enough fun. Fun's over. Fun's over. I don't even know how I thought of that. I just, it's why my brain just went there straight away. Oh man. Anyway, enough yap. It is nearly half time in the Conference League final. It is still goalless. I will say, bar a couple half chances for Fiorentina, it has been a very mediocre game of football. See, my question is, why... I'll save an image and I'll try and upload it to my Streamlabs and it just doesn't upload, which is really confusing. I'm going to do it again. But if it doesn't work, then I don't know what is going on with my PC. I'll even I take it to my file directory and I see it. And then I go and look at the same file directory in OBS and it doesn't show. So I have no idea what is going on. Anyway, have you seen Villa being linked with... I don't know who that is. Should I know who that is? Is my ball knowledge terrible? It might be. En-Nesyri. I've heard that name. I have heard that name. Well, we'll see. We'll see how good he is. We'll see if Villa sign him. To be honest, I know very little. Bro, I know how to Wisp. It's just not showing. My Streamlabs OBS gives me basically the file explorer. It comes up with a pop-up, but it doesn't show every image for some reason, and I don't know why. There is no reason as to why. I go into downloads, it's not there. I go into... I even show all formats, it's not there. I don't know what is going on. Streamlabs is ass, yeah. It's fucking terrible. It hides images. There's no reason to hide images. I did do computer science. I'm now I'm a graduate now. I finished. I should get first as well, believe it or not. I've always used Streamlabs over OBS. I used Streamlabs when it was called Streamlabs OBS. I've used it for ages because it's just user friendly and I like the UI. It's quite pretty. I know everyone uses OBS, but this does everything OBS does, so I used to not care. No, because again, I know this is a football stream, but it is some nerd shit, right? For just a little bit. OBS is open source, right? So Streamlabs basically stole that and renamed it Streamlabs OBS. And for years, OBS didn't really say anything publicly. And it got to a point where I think Streamlabs tried to pretend it was theirs, and OBS was like, "Yeah, you have to take this out of the name," and they did. So now it's just Streamlabs. A lot of waffle and yap tried to be summed up there. It's a lot more lore than that, but basically, yeah, they tried to steal the work as theirs and profit off it. So no more Streamlabs OBS. This happened like 2-3 years ago. Daniel Pedence is a baller. Says Levon the Wanderer. Olympiacos struggling. They've not been very good at all. They've not been great. I think Fiorentina have been the better side by far. Considering, when Villa played Olympiacos, right? All the Olympiacos fans are saying, playing us is hell, and our atmosphere is frightening, and we're going to make this difficult. Not only I think the fans have been shit, so have the players. Doesn't look like a cup final at all. I don't see any fear. I don't think the crowd has been that impressive at all. I don't think they've been that loud. They look nervous, which I know they don't win a lot. Especially, I think they've never won a European competition. They look scared. The Olympiacos fans, they look terrified at the prospect of losing. I didn't see this when they played Villa. It seems like that was all for show, you know. I've seen nothing, man. Bottle that. I love that. That's great. Carlos, but no, Torres is our best defender. I will die on that hill. Pau Torres is Villa's best defender. I will fight every Villa fan on that. I think Pau Torres is brilliant. Look at how shit we are without him. There you go. Look how shit we are without him. Yeah, terrible first half. That is not an advert for Conference League football. That is not a good advert for this competition at all. Guys, we've hit 1,000 likes on TikTok. Please double tap the screen. I would very much appreciate all your support. It does mean a lot. As well, on the YouTube, I'm live on both platforms, YouTube and TikTok. See, you've got a little sign there. Look at the sign. Yeah, follow. Feel free to follow. Do all that good stuff. It is the final game of the season because I'm going to be watching the Champions League with some friends, having some pints, and hopefully we see another underdog story. I'm watching it with a mate who supports Dortmund. So, yeah, hopefully we're going to be having a good time. AJ Bailey or Dougie. Leon Bailey has been brilliant. So, based on that, I'd say Bailey. Hello from TikTok. Hello. Look, I can't even get my words out. Hello to you, AK Vision. What's good, man? Appreciate you. So we got stats on screen. Expected goals. I mean, Olympiacos just haven't really impressed in either of these stats, haven't they? Like, expected goals 0.13, less ball possession, only 2 shots to Fiorentina's 10, 2 shots on target at 2. Not impressive at all, considering that they're pretty much. I mean, they're not at home, but they've got the entire stadium is basically Olympiacos, so it's as close to a home game as they're gonna get without having one, and they've not impressed. I've heard stories of them breaking the stadium and causing lots of issues. Because it's not their stadium. I'm sure they'd treat it a lot more respectfully if it was their own ground. But of course, it's AEK Athens Stadium, and they've absolutely abused that, which is a shame. I'm going to have a look on Twitter and see if I can see anything about it, because it is a joke, really, if it has actually happened. But one I wouldn't be surprised with, to be honest. But yeah, if you're an Olympiacos fan, I'd be terrified. This has been fucking terrible so far. Oh man, some of the stuff I'm saying. There's some Forest fans at the game today. Forest fans supporting Olympiacos because the owner owns both teams. That's crazy. Going to Greece for a sister club at most. That's okay. Sure. Oh man. Oh my god, these are terrible. Alright, I'll show you guys on stream. Like, this isn't actually a joke. So for everyone who want to know this, Olympiacos fans have actually like damaged the ground. This is awful. Alright, bear with me. Again, I'm having even more. I hate Streamlabs so fucking much, man. Streamlabs is fucking shit. Add source, browse. It's just not there. What is going on? I'm losing my mind doing this. It's not where I save it every time. Okay. Yeah, they're going to be fined quite heavily for this. So I'm just going to take a snippet instead. I remember when Legia was it was Legia Warsaw who did something similar at Villa, just causing problems. Look at this. Look at what they've done, man. Breaking doors, breaking toilets, spraying everywhere. Like, what a way to treat a venue. Jesus, man. Horrid stuff. Yeah, that's horrid, man. Like, that's not right at all. Yeah, it's because of your comment I've decided to check this out. That's horrible. To do that in a final is disgraceful. I mean, to do that in general is disgraceful, to be honest, but yeah. In your own country, man, like... Again, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Demetrius, well, you may have beat Villa over 2 legs, but you're playing fucking terrible right now, so I wouldn't be as mouthy if I were you. You've been easily the second best team in this game. And if you carry on playing like you are, you're gonna lose a cup final. I'm saying it as it is. You will lose a cup final. Olympiacos have been awful in this game. Absolutely awful. SPS says, nice. A bit of Villa fan, nice trophy. I mean, yeah, won a trophy. You gotta win the game. You don't win the game, you don't get a trophy. Congrats on getting Champions League. Very good achievement, very proud achievement for Villa. First time in 40 years. Hopefully we bring in some good players. And yeah. It's both from YouTube. Yeah, I know. You've sent me DMs before. I know, Bo. So yeah. Well, I'm playing bad. We aren't playing bad. They just had more. Mate, they've had 10 shots to your 2. I don't care what anyone says. Bonaventura missed a sitter in front of goal, went 1-on-1, and somehow didn't score. He should have gone. He could have done anything. He could have gone round the keeper. He had so many options. And he decided to try and chip him, and it was terrible. They've had multiple chances to score, and they haven't. Don't forget as well, sorry, I had to do a TikTok capture thing. Don't forget, they also had a goal disallowed. They had a goal disallowed for offside. So they've had lots of chances. Fiorentina just haven't scored them. Unfortunately, I'm never going to look at a stadium same. I've waited 16 years for that stadium. Now I'm just never going to look at it. Mate, I feel for you, man. I do. They probably will be forced to pay for any damages. I imagine as well. AEK Athens are probably not going to want to host another final again with this kind of treatment. They'll want like more protection, basically, because it's just genuinely disgusting. They wouldn't do it to their own ground, so why do it to yours? You know, there's no excuse for it, no reason for it, and that's not what football is about. Scum fan base doing scum things. I am not surprised in the slightest. There's no reason to destroy a bathroom, destroy, you know, like the terraces and everything around the stadium. No need. Absolutely no need. The concourse as well. A lot try and damage a concourse, and I don't really see the point. Up at Villa. So Unai Emery said the final home game of the season for Villa, and he has signed a 5-year contract. So I'm very happy about that. Up the Villa, indeed. Thoughts on Palace team fan base? Very good question. I actually really rate Palace. I think I've said this for a very long time. Palace fans are always loud. I've been to a few games of Villa against Palace. They sing. They're genuinely one of the few teams like to travel away and sing like every second of the game. They're very loud, very vocal. They've got a good team, a good core being built. It's a very slow process. I will say, I think before Glasner, Palace hadn't really shown much ambition. I don't think the owner had shown much ambition. I'm sure you might agree to that with some extent. Like, Palace had always been like mid-table, not really threatening relegation, but not threatening Europe, right? But over the last couple of years, you're starting to build like a good core, and with a good manager as well, someone who plays, not negative football for a change, I think you'll prosper. If Mateta can find that form again that he had towards the end of the season, I think you'll be fine. Because Mateta is brilliant. I think Palace actually have potential to get in Europe. I'm not joking when I say that. They fully have potential to get in Europe. Even if we lose, for some reason this was hidden, so I'm not sure why. So I'll actually approve it, because I don't think you've said anything that bad. So even if we lose, it was a great run knocking you guys out. 6-2, so I'll be happy. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I know what you're saying, but no trophy's no trophy, man. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm never going to look at a stadium the same. I waited 16 years for that stadium. However, I'm never going to look at it the same. Doesn't feel like it's ours anymore. There's footage of Olympiacos fans pissing outside the stadium. It's disgusting. Genuinely, it's disgusting. That's why I looked it up. I wanted to see for my own eyes, like, what's been going on. And more will come out. I'm telling you now. Like, things like this usually come out after a game. We're already seeing it now. We're going to see even more after the game. So hopefully, the book is thrown at them and they have to pay a lot of money. And if it's that bad, they might get stadium bans. You never know. Because what I've seen so far is disgraceful. Who's winning? It is goalless at half-time. Fiorentina have been the better side. Just haven't took their chances. They did have a goal ruled out for offside. Quite unfortunately, but so far, it is goalless. I think one moment wins this game. Al-Kabi, where is he? Can someone tell me where Al-Kabi is? Because I haven't seen him all game. The man has decided to have a cigarette somewhere off the field, because there's no way he was playing. The mighty Al-Kabi would have been more obvious, surely. I would have seen him by now, you would imagine. Yeah, I know, man. I know. Like I said, you'll probably get lots of money in compensation for it, hopefully. Guaranteed an Al-Kabi hat-trick second half. Mate, he actually has to turn up, you know. Bro's on Bro's just chilling, standing up front for the whole game, fucking not touching the ball. Olympiacos don't deserve this trophy after playing. Mate, they were shocking, man. You can't play a game like that. They're very lucky not to be losing. They turn up. They look like frightened animals. They look like deers on the pitch, man. I expected so much more, man. Like, the stadium is full of their fans. Like, when Villa played them, they were like, you know, welcome to hell. We're going to make this hell for you and all that. It's all shite, man. The fans have been terrible. Like, I hear nothing. I don't hear the fans. I don't hear any chants. I hear nothing. It is absolutely... It's quiet. I have no idea what's going on. Just reading more comments. I had a Villa fan saw during the first leg out of Villa Park. I don't know what you mean by that, Kel. Some Greek text that I physically cannot read. I rate Villa as Palace fan. Appreciate that, man. I think more teams outside the big six need to, you know, like band together. Apologies if you're listening on the YouTube. My audio is being really weird. Has that fixed it? The audio bar is having issues. Like, it's all slow and sluggish. So, just feel free to tell me. In fact, I'll shit, what can I do? I'll try and listen on my stream. See what's going on. I'm talking... No, it's just... I think it's just the bar. It's lagging. No, the voice is fine. It's just the bar being stupid. It's never done this before, but it's like... It's going in slow motion. If you want, I can tell you what that Greek text said. I'm not bothered, mate. It's probably something abusive or so it's either going to be anti-Villa or pro-Olympiacos, you know. How do you feel Leeds bottled the playoff final? I actually wanted Leeds to go up. I did join in a little bit with some of the celebrations and stuff, like laughing at Leeds a little bit with like the Leeds are falling apart again and all that. But I actually respect Leeds, like deep down. I think they are, you know, they're a massive club with a big fan base. If you think of Premier League, you think of Leeds. And I did want to see them go up. I think Somerville and Perot are incredible footballers. And it is a shame. I just don't think they turned up in the final. You know, I think the big occasion got to them a little bit. And, yeah. I don't think... I didn't think they played badly, but it's like a 6 out of 10, you know? You need more than that in a cup final. Like I said earlier, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it reminded me of the Villa game against Fulham in our playoff final, 6 years ago when we lost. Villa didn't play badly that day, but we didn't really turn up. We lost 1-0. It was one moment in the game, and we didn't really create anything. And before you knew it, it was full time. Like I said, didn't play bad, just didn't do enough, and that's what I felt Leeds were like on Sunday. I think they'll go up next year. As long as they keep their core players, I think they'll be fine. But we'll see. The championship is just unpredictable. If Fiorentina wins at Aiken and Olympiacos will win at Adam, they're not going to win. I don't see it, man. They've not played anywhere near as good as what I've seen them to play as. I feel like they're struggling with the occasion. The fans is one for me that they've not been impressive at all. I expected a lot more of a hostile atmosphere, you know? I expected a lot more hostility. It felt like the Villa Olympiacos game, it felt like that was more of a final than this. That's what I don't understand about it all. Like, the atmosphere for that was a good game. Like, everything was brilliant. Like, I understood like the fans, they really wanted it. It was absolutely deafening for the whole game. It's been nothing like that today. You could hear a pin drop in that. I was going to say in the Olympiacos end. It's like, 4/5 of the ground. It's terrible atmosphere. Very cagey, nervy game. Yeah. I think Fiorentina have been the better side, though. I will say that. But if you lose this game, right? If you lose this game, Bonaventura, like, he's gonna have sleepless nights. You cannot miss the chances he has had alone. You cannot miss. You cannot afford to miss. A sitter in front of goal on the penalty spot, and then a one-on-one. I get it on a cute angle. He's tried to chip the keeper, and I know, like, hindsight, it is a wonderful thing, of course, but 2 big chances that he hasn't taken, man. And if they fail to win this game, they're gonna look back on that and be disappointed, I feel. Like, you can't afford to miss them. Another Olympiacos player is down, injured. He is off the field. So I think play will be allowed to continue here. I don't know what is going on. There was like a big collision not that long ago. The score is 0-0 as of right now. 0-0. Oh, there's going to be a sub here for Red Sauce. I'm just going to read some more of the comments, actually, from like while the game tries to restart. The Stoke badge is abysmal. I don't know what they've done. Hopefully some more people will agree with me there. It is abysmal. They've tried to be quirky, and it's not worked. This is awful, man. Well, we'll see. It's nothing official yet. I think it's just like a teaser. Where are the Villa fans? It's the Conference League final night. Well, we'll see how many Chelsea fans turn up for the Conference League final next year, because surely they're going to be in it. Such a big club like Chelsea are making fun of teams in this competition. I've seen the TikToks. There's that Tobes fella. He's a big Chelsea account, and he's saying things like, "Who are these teams? Wi-Fi password FC." I've seen it all. You gotta make sure that you get there. I remember Tuchel got sacked for losing to a team in Eastern Europe, if you remember that. Throwing to Fiorentina 5 minutes into this, 6 minutes into the second half. It is still goalless between the two teams. The Italian side are pressing, but nothing to break down the game so far. Heze goes backwards. Retsos forward. Al-Kabi with the 1-2. He has actually turned up. Al-Kabi with an abysmal switch of the plate, which Dodo picks up. Oh, he's giving it away though. Podence, cross, deflected, corner to Olympiacos. Podence wants the crowd to get going. He knows they've been quiet. I don't even know where that is. I have no idea where that is. By the way, what's Villa like? What do you mean? In general, or like what, Villa Park? Your question is vague. I'll give you an answer for something more specific. It's in Poland. I could probably guess it's in Poland, but so Villa are the biggest team in the Midlands. We have a stadium, 42,000 seater. We are a team deeped in history, both nationally and internationally. Won a European Cup in 82. One of the 6 English teams to do so. Arsenal have never won it. Tottenham have never won it. But we have. We've won 21 domestic trophies. I think we're the fifth or sixth highest like trophy count in England. I think we were fifth, but City overtook us into, and eventually we've dropped now into sixth place. But we, deep in history, we need to get back to our former glory because like we fell off a little bit the last 20 years. But we're getting back there. We're getting back. Score is still goalless. It's been a very dull Conference League final so far. A few chances for Fiorentina threatened. They had a goal disallowed in the first half, but very little to say. Yeah, not a lot in this game, but I think Fiorentina have been the better side. I'm just reading some comments. I wish Villa were playing Fiorentina. Me too, man. I feel like we'd have done more. I think we'd have beat either of these teams personally. Oh, good free kick taken quickly. Chance for Fiorentina. Kouame. Belotti. It's a waste. He's still got it though. Well, he only had it momentarily. Belotti looks to have been fouled there as well, which the referee doesn't give. It's very scrappy of a game so far, but Belotti wastes another chance there. It was a 3-on-3 opportunity. His decision-making has been a bit bizarre today. But yeah, the score is goalless. Fiorentina played the best Hurricane. Olympiacos aren't even in FIFA. I have a colleague, a Leeds fan. I was loving it. Oh yeah, about the Leeds bottling. Yeah. But yeah, so far it is goalless between the two sides. Guys, double tap the screen. I am live on YouTube. Feel free to watch me there. As well as, like I said, live on YouTube and TikTok. Feel free. Double tap, like, share, follow, all that good stuff. I appreciate it all. The hate along has so far been okay. I want to hate more though. While it's 0-0, I feel like the hate embers are not flowing. I want the fire to flow here. I want my rage to come out. I want a goal for Fiorentina. Dodo pokes it forward towards Belotti. He's got to get there! Is that a pen? Has he gone down? Oh, Belotti's just got Timberland boots, man. He seems to slip at the worst moment. I was hoping that he was going to be fouled there by Salakis. Now he just slips, man. Honestly. What is Belotti doing? Belotti just falls to the ground. Okay, that's just crazy. I have no idea what he's doing there. Header forward. The head tennis has led to... it was Heze having the ball. He was fouled. I want more from Fiorentina, man. They've got good players, but the end product has just not been there. They've done everything but finish in this game. I love that. That's a good joke, Jack. How long did it take you to think of that? I'll read it out for my YouTube audience. He says, I've heard you're ill, mate. Funny that, because I'm sick too. But that's a good one. I hope you're proud. That's good. I hope you're proud. However, my rebuttal to that is that game means absolutely fuck all if Olympiacos don't win. You know? It's that simple. That result means nothing if Olympiacos fail to win today. That is basically a home game. It's as close to a home game as you're going to get in a final like this, and they have played terribly so far, so that result means nothing. Hello to you, AVFC George, what's up? The guys, like I said, double tap the screen, like, share, follow. I'm live on YouTube and TikTok. How do you think Villa will do in the UCL next season? Realistically, I don't think we're going to go far, but it will allow us to bring in more quality players because people want to play Champions League football. We could look at some teams who aren't in Europe, you know, and maybe poach some of their best players. Like, we could look at the likes of Palace. We could look at the likes of Elise. I mean, we're going to have a lot of competition. Villa, apparently, I've heard rumours that, you know, Villa feel like they could beat off competition for Elise. But I don't think it's going to be as easy as that. Huge rumours about Ross Barkley as well as Conor Gallagher have been floating around for Villa. Gallagher, especially today, has been like a huge talking point. I'd love Gallagher at Villa. I think he would be an asset for us in midfield. Elise is coming to the Chels. I mean, he said no to you lot last year, so I don't know why he'd say yes to you lot now playing Conference League football, mate. Yeah, you enjoy that. £1 billion bottle jobs playing Conference League football. You're only playing that because of Cole Palmer. You'd be in a relegation scrap weren't for Palmer. And then when you start finally getting out of your banter era, when I finally think, oh shit, Chelsea have got their shit together and they're no longer going to be a banter club. They're going to sack Pochettino and are now on the verge of selling their club captain. The circus continues. The circus must go on is the slogan at Chelsea right now, I tell you. Flick pass towards Belotti. Is Dodo good control, actually. Takes on his man, does well. Pass into midfield is poor. I will say that this should have been a very low quality game in terms of football. Baragi. They could get a ball into the box here. Kouame. Oh, nutmeg. But the deflection goes behind for a goal kick. That was a cold Megs there, but leads to nothing. We sacked an ex-Spurs manager. I see nothing wrong. An ex-Spurs manager who started to actually cook. But sure. Yeah, you know, don't sack him when you lose 5-0 embarrassingly to your London rivals to help them in their quest to win the league, which they only failed by 2 points because of Villa beating them, that they failed to win the league. Don't sack him for that. Sack him after you actually start winning games, because that makes loads of sense. Yeah, let's sack him now. After Chelsea started cooking in their games, started winning games, started actually, you know, like I said, they stopped being a banter club for like 2 months. But no, let's sack him now, you know. Let's watch half a season of no tactic football. Yeah, but you actually started to play. It took you half a season to actually figure your shit out. But it actually started to happen. Oh, what a tackle that is, by the way. Cross towards Podence. It's fantastically defended. Was that Martinez Quarta with a challenge? That's absolutely incredible. But yeah, like I said, Chelsea make me laugh. Oh, it's Dodo. It's Dodo's interception. That's brilliant defending. Ollie Watkins is the best at AVFC George. I do not disagree. He should have won Player of the Season for me. He's brilliant. Should have been the Premier League Player of the Season. I know Foden's had a great year, but you take... I said this in my video, right? And I stand by it. You take Foden out of City, at most, they finish second. I personally think with or without Foden, they win the league. I don't think Foden makes that much of a difference, but I admit maybe they could have dropped out a second without Foden this season. Take Watkins out of Villa, we don't make Europe. Watkins is the pivotal player in our team. If Watkins would have been out for the season, we don't make Europe. I like John Duran, but Duran is not scoring 20 goals a season. Duran is not getting the most assists in the Premier League this season. You know? So on that basis, I feel like Watkins should have been given Player of the Season. There's more argument for Rodri winning Player of the Season ahead of Foden. In fact, if Rodri got it, I wouldn't even complain. I wouldn't even complain if it was Rodri. I think Rodri, his unbeaten record was so impressive. I know it's finally gone. But I think Rodri arguably should have won it. The fact he wasn't even nominated is insane. But he was a much more of a valid winner in my eyes. Rodri carries that City team. In fact, it was Rodri being injured, right? That led to, when Villa played City, City's main injury to that team was Rodri. He went out, Villa beat them 1-0. It's that simple. Here's Bonaventura. Dodo on the right. Oh, he's won a corner quite well there. Yeah, Rodri carried that City team like he always does. And I think he had more of a right to win player of the season, in my opinion. Look, he did step up Foden, but you can't tell me his influence was more than Rodri, at the very least. You will never convince me on that. Rodri's the best defensive midfielder in the world, on the planet. The best. Oh, another header goes wide. Another chance for Fiorentina that just do not take. Dear Lord, man. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a free header, but it's a big chance. Milenkovic with the header, and he should do more. I feel like he should hit the target, but because he climbs well, he gets nearly an unchallenged header on goal, but it's so far wide, really. Who's my favourite Villa player? Emi Martinez, world's #1. Best goalkeeper on the planet. World Cup winner for a reason. Carried that Argentinian side all the way. Won 2 penalty shootouts single-handedly. That man is a monster in the sticks. I absolutely love Emi. Like I said, best keeper in the world. You will never convince me otherwise. Emi Martinez could play for any team. I tell you, Martinez could play for Real Madrid. Like, he's... yeah, he's world class. I love him. I absolutely love him. I do. I think he won the Ashen Award. He won the Ashen Award. Only one of 3 keepers to do so. He's brilliant. I will die on that hill. He plays for Villa. The only reason he doesn't get the respect he deserves is because he plays for Aston Villa. So automatically, it's like Ollie Watkins should be in the top 30 for Ballon d'Or this season, right? This year. He won't because he plays for Villa. The only reason he won the Ashen Award is because he helped Messi win something. That's the only reason. Oh, I think Emi's fantastic. I love Martinez. Well, it shouldn't be based off winning trophies anyway. It should be based off individual performances through a season. I think it's silly. It's like when Simon Kjær got in the top 30 for keeping Eriksen alive. Like, what he did is incredible from a humanitarian point of view. It's unbelievable. But you shouldn't get in the Ballon d'Or top 30 for, you know, keeping someone alive. It's a sporting achievement. I feel harsh saying it, but it is what it is, you know? Give him an award and a medal for saving someone's life. Definitely. Should be remembered, right? As a hero in that moment. Don't give him a fucking sporting award. He didn't deserve it for what he did on the pitch. He did it, well, not playing anyway. I don't know how good the Leicester manager is. Surely he can't be as bad as Poch. Says, you've read. I think that appointment is silly. A bit like the company appointment at Bayern. The manager situation is shocking right now. The lack of quality managers available is horrendous right now. You've got relegated Vincent Kompany. He got, what, 26 points? 26, or was it 24? The fact it's in the 20s, it doesn't matter what it was. A relegated manager has just been hired at one of the biggest clubs in the world. Football's gone crazy. Chance for Dodo. Great ball across Kouame! Oh, what a save, Salakis, but he doesn't catch the shot anyway. I mean, this is like National League football at best. This is terrible football. But it should have been a goal. Kouame with a miss-hit. It's a good save from Salakis because, you know, regardless of the shot, he has to save it, and it is a good save. But the shot has to be better, though. That's terrible. That's a terrible finish. Corner to Fiorentina. Fiorentina win this 3-0 if you aren't live. Well, probably. Corner comes in towards the far post. Header is down. And a foul is given. Oh, dear Lord. 20 minutes until extra time, man. It's still goalless here. How Fiorentina haven't scored, I do not know. They gave Poch 2 years contract initially. They were never keeping that. And Maresca is better fit for Chelsea squad than Poch. Well, the hiring of Poch in the first place is a joke. You want to win trophies, so let's sign a man who's notorious for not winning trophies, yeah? This guy failed to win anything at Spurs. Struggled at PSG. Poch is not a winner. Poch is... If there's a man who could be represented by a team... If you've got a physical representation of a team, it's Pochettino for Tottenham. Pochettino is a human representation of Tottenham. Someone who can perform, but no end product. No trophies, man. So what did Chelsea expect? I genuinely want to know. The guy couldn't win a cup final against under-19s, man. Under-19s. Some of them probably don't even have pubic hair, man. They couldn't even win. Terrible manager. Genuinely. At least, well, it may be harsh to say that, but if you want to win trophies, you want to spend £1 billion, you need better than Pochettino. Well, it's exaggeration, Harry. Hello to you, Aston Villa Shorts. What's good, man? I have not seen the Maresca stuff. I actually know very little about him, to be honest. I'm not even going to pretend. I'm sure lots of Chelsea fans have had to do their research about Maresca themselves, you know? In fact, let's have a look at his career, huh? He nearly bottled the league at Leicester. I'm just going to say this. He had like a 15-point gap and he nearly bottled the league. He's managed 2 teams in his career. Parma with a 28% win record. And I think they got relegated that year. And Leicester from June 2023 to now. So he had a season at Leicester and they got promoted. There's very little, really. Someone who's played, ironically, for Olympiacos. Played mostly in Spain and Italy throughout their career. Played for West Brom at his senior career. His first ever professional team was West Brom. I don't think I need to say anything more than that. Never played for the Italian first team. And yeah, his job literally is Parma and Leicester. I mean, that's not really impressive. Is that really who you entrust? I think this just, like I said, it shows how little quality there is in the managerial market right now. You might as well just kept Tuchel this whole time. Genuinely, the sacking of Tuchel must be one of the worst decisions that Chelsea have made in the last 3-4 years. I have missed lots of comments on the TikTok. I do apologise. I've been yapping away as usual. I realised Chelsea's style line at the beginning of the Carabao final was young. Yeah, but what happened at the end, yeah? Nearly bottled the league stuff is a lazy argument. So I got a Chelsea fan here. They did nearly bottle the league. Did you not see that? Let's have a look at Leicester's run, shall we? It's not a lazy argument. It's a genuine argument as to, like... Mate, the Leicester fans wanted him to get sacked at one point. Have you not seen their social media pages during their horrendous run? Their fans wanted him gone. some of their results were horrendous. Like, here, 1 win in 4. They lost to Middlesbrough, lost to Leeds. They beat Bournemouth in the FA Cup, followed that up with a home defeat to QPR. Then they beat Sunderland. But even that was 1 win in 4 as well. It's a horrible run. Drew to Hull, lost to Chelsea in the Cup, lost to Bristol City, then got a bit of a respite before losing to Millwall, and then Plymouth Argyle. Like, I'm not impressed by that. He won the league, fair enough, but he should have won that league by a landslide. Ended up genuinely, the fact he only got 1 point above Ipswich. They lost 11 times. For a team like that, Ipswich Town lost 6 games. That's a League One outfit, lost 6 games. Leicester, with the biggest budget the Championship's ever seen, lost 11 out of their 46. Look, they got promoted, whatever, but I don't think that's something to, like, shout about. It's not something to get excited over. That's just my take. Leeds United proper bottled as well. Leeds ended the season with 1 win in 5. If Leeds actually started winning their games, they would have put a lot more pressure on Leicester, and it would have made the end of the season a lot more exciting. The fact Leeds got hammered by like QPR is a joke. But yeah. Are Villa automatically qualified in the group stage? I actually don't know. I should look into that. It's something I've not bothered checking, to be honest. Because I know the format has changed. I don't really like the new Champions League format anyway. So I'm just going to see when it comes out. Investment was not for last season. Long term, they'll continue to invest. Well, also as well, Leicester are going to go down next year anyway with their point deduction. I can't see them staying up anyway. But yeah, I just think with the money that Chelsea have, there should have been someone out there who was a better option. That's just my take. I think they should have looked for someone else. It could pay off, but he's not got anything impressive on his CV. What, a relegation at Parma. And yeah, a title at Leicester, but like I said, it's the richest Championship team ever in history. Well, of course, they're probably going to go up, you know? Kwame, that's a foul. On offside comes up to save Olympiacos anyway. 77 minutes gone here. It is still goalless. There's a bit of an argument here between Kwame. As I think it was, Rodinei kind of just drags him away from the situation. I didn't see he was actually arguing with. I think it was with the centre half. Either Milenkovic or Martinez Quarter. Klopp has bottled big in Leeds, but never gets mentioned. I mean, Klopp bottled a 3-1 lead to Villa, so I'm not gonna defend him too much on that. What did Arteta? I know, I agree with that. I think Arteta's inflated as well. That's something I know I'm gonna get hate for, right? I don't think. Look, I need to put this in the right way. I need to articulate my words in the proper way. What Arteta has done at Arsenal has been good. Has it been as good as what the media make out it to be? I don't think so. Football is based on success. It's a metric that we've known since the 1800s. It's trophies. Erik ten Hag is considered a failure, and he's won 2 in 2 years. Arteta has 1 trophy in 5 years? I think he needs to do more. I think Arsenal were very a bit fortunate in the end that he's got them playing well in the Premier League, but they were lucky because he had nothing on his CV and they went in for him. Villa nearly got relegated because we hired Gerrard, who also had nothing on his CV other than like playing in Scotland. It's risky, man. You hire these managers. Villa hired Emery, who's a winner, and he's got us in the top 4. Someone who's been a manager, been at the top level, and succeeded multiple times, and Villa have done well with Emery. You got sometimes making the gamble work, sometimes it doesn't. And I think if Arteta doesn't win a trophy next season, I think there has to be question marks about Arteta. Maybe that's harsh, but 1 trophy And that was with an Unai Emery Arsenal team. Since Arteta's built his team at Arsenal, they've not... Some will say they've come close to the Premier League, but not really. Like, City, they've lost one game since December. No, sorry, their last loss was in December, and it was to Aston Villa. But since Rodri came back from injury, they didn't lose a Premier League game. I don't know. I feel like Arteta's protected far too much in the Premier League, personally. Bloody hell, Olympiacos come close to scoring that. Would have been a goal out of nowhere. It was a flick header at the near post from a free kick. Just flashing wide. Yeah, Harrison says difference between Arsenal and United fans there. Yeah, United fans demand success. Demand, because like Man United are arguably the biggest club in not only in the country but arguably in the world, right? So they demand success every year, and they've not had it since the Ferguson era. So obviously they want to be in a title race every year, and they've had a poor season, but they salvaged it with an FA Cup. But it's a better season than Arsenal. It's a better season than Villa. Villa got top 4, but we didn't win a trophy. Look, I'm happy with top 4, but I'm happy here to admit they've had a better season than Villa because they won silverware. But they've had a better season than Arsenal as well. You could argue they've had a better season than Liverpool because the FA Cup is a much better trophy than the Carabao Cup. But I'm not here to argue that. So I'm sure some Liverpool fans will be upset with me saying that. But yeah. That's an entirely different debate. My personal take is it's a better season than Liverpool's one. Because the Carabao Cup, people call it the Mickey Mouse Cup for a reason, It's still a trophy, and I'd still love it at Villa, but the FA Cup is far better than the Carabao Cup. You feeling Barkley? Not really, but I want to be proved wrong. I feel like Barkley wasn't great at Villa when he was last year. Hopefully he has matured a little bit because his attitude was not in the right place when he was on loan at Villa. If that improves, he'll be a good player and a good asset under Unai, but I am hesitant. And I think it's rightfully so that I'm hesitant about Barkley. But in Unai, we trust, Easy 6 points for Town next season. I keep yapping away. The amount of times the commentators mention Villa is insane. I mean, we were the biggest team in this competition. Chance! Oh, offside goes up again. How many offsides in this game? Villa were... we did bottle it. I'm not going to sit here and say we didn't, but we were and are the biggest team in this competition. It's just a shame that we didn't really turn up in either game. Again, officials did not help us in that first leg. It's still no entire excuse. But we had a goal ruled out for nothing in the first leg, and then we were denied an absolute stonewall penalty as well. So that's arguably 2 goals stripped away from Villa. That could have... goals change momentum of games, and I feel like if the first goal stood and the penalty was given, the momentum could have swung. And you never know what the aggregate full-time score would have been. But it's all what-ifs, At the end of the day, we didn't turn up. If you ignore the refereeing decisions, we did deserve to go out. They've not impressed me, though. I expected more from Olympiacos. As much as this was a Hatealong and I wanted Fiorentina to win, I expected more from Olympiacos, deep down. It's basically a home game. Look, I put headphone in now. Atmosphere is flat. The Villa game against Olympiacos felt more like a final. That game, they were rocking the stadium the whole way through. This game's had such a tension around it. But it makes the game, from a neutral, it makes the game look like a friendly. Because there's no atmosphere, it's just flat. It's really weird. It's genuinely bizarre. I really thought the fans have let the club down, I think. Because I expected a lot more. You've got the majority of the fans in the stadium. You got to make that count. And they haven't. Forgot these incidents, to be fair. I was at the game, couldn't believe my eyes. Yeah, they were shocking, man. And some people have forgot. But they were terrible. And the game could have swung if we got those decisions that we should have got. But again, I don't want to blame officials too much. As much as they did cost us potentially 2 goals, over 2 legs we should do more than Olympiacos. Some of that is down to the sub-keeper being in goal for the first game. Some of it is down to Tielemans being injured for both legs. You know, arguably our best midfielder. Someone who's performed consistently throughout the season. I think if Tielemans would have started in either of the games, I think we would have done a lot more, been a lot more impressive, and we probably would have been in this final. But yeah, hello to you, AK Vision. What's good? He's kind of. I love the Fiorentina badge, by the way. Oh, the Blues says Alex. Don't compare technical ability of players at Leicester compared to Chelsea. Well, I'm not trying to do that, but you got to base. You can only base a manager's performance on what he's done so far, and yet it was not impressive at Parma, and the way he ended the season at Leicester was also not impressive. They won the league, fair enough, but like I keep going back to the point, they had the richest team ever in Championship history. On that basis alone, they should win the league. It's that simple. City have the best and richest team in the Premier League. They win the Premier League. It's not a surprise. Some people talk about net spend, but if you actually look at just expenditure of transfers, City are always at the top of the charts and they always win the Premier League recently. So it does work out. Man United have a high net spend than City, right? Which makes their stats look more inflated because United consistently overspend on players, which they don't get resale value from. So it makes their net spend look a lot worse. City spend lots of money on players and then sell them for lots of money. Like Riyad Mahrez to the Saudi League, you know? City is smart. I'll give them credit. They're smart, but there's a reason why there's 115 charges. So they've definitely broken rules, but they've done it in a clever way because they've got away with it as of right now. But they've bent the rules very cleverly, and that's how they've been very successful. Cross comes in, is overhit from Rodinei, and it's a goal kick to Fiorentina. Olympiacos say bad, how we lose to him. One of the many special questions. I think, you know what? There's going to be a criticism here that some people won't agree with, right? I think Villa were a bit too naive in that first leg. I feel like we thought we were going to turn up and win before the ball was kicked. Because we were such big favourites to win it, I feel like there was some naivety there, you know? Would you guys agree with that? Like the goals that we conceded were horrendous. I feel like, especially as well, when we got it back to 2-2. Like, we were brilliant. As soon as we started playing football from 2-0 down, we were far better than them. We had a good, like, half an hour, 40-minute spell when we were amazing. Finally playing, like, good football. We got the equaliser, and then suddenly foot went off the pedal because we thought, oh, well, we're going to go on and win the game now. And that's not how football works. And we can see this very silly penalty straight away. And it's such frustration, genuinely. And then, 4-2 down, you lose belief. We miss a penalty, you lose more belief. Second leg, we concede a very early sloppy goal. Their first shot on target. They only had one shot on target for the first hour of the game, and it went in the net. They had an incredible shot on target to goal conversion rate. For most of the tie, they had, 6 shots on target, 5 goals. Ridiculous conversion rate. Villa had way more than that. We just did not take chances. And when we did, we had a VAR decision. Decision that didn't go to VAR because it was bad refereeing that wasn't helped by the officials. And then a Stonewall penalty that wasn't given in the first leg. Combine that with just them being ridiculously, clinical. Everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. We ended up losing the tie at 6-2 in aggregate. It happens in football. Sometimes just everything that possibly can go wrong goes wrong. Maybe felt like the job was done after Lille. I mean, you know what? If we're going to even go that far as well, I don't think we deserve to beat Lille. I thought we were terrible. In both legs, I thought we were just very fortunate. We had a goalkeeper who knows how to win penalty shootouts. Thought the first leg, we never really properly got going. It was very 6 out of 10 performance. They missed big chances in that game, and we were very lucky to actually win it in the end. And then the second leg, they just have a complete moment of idiocy and a concentration collapse at the last kick of the game, with Matty Cash scoring the deflected goal to basically salvage a terrible game. We played awfully in that. We were worse in the second leg than the first. Hung our way and, dragged ourselves to a shootout, which Emi Martinez starred in, and we won. I didn't rate us in the 2 legs. I thought we were very fortunate to go through that. And, the very next time we went out. I don't think we were impressive in any game. The only game in the entire competition I was proud of. Okay, you can ignore Hibernian, because if you want to say Hibernian, fair enough. But from like the group stages and like the serious stages, AZ Alkmaar away when we beat them 4-0. That was the only time I was like, yeah, this. And Ajax maybe as well, home leg 4-0. But that was a response after a terrible 0-0 away. So like I can be happy about 1 leg in Ajax, but over 2 legs, like we were awful in that first leg. Thankfully, second leg we decided to turn up, but it just felt like we'd perform in bits and pieces throughout the competition. It's just never anything consistent. Terrible against Legia Warsaw. Barely beat Mostar. I've never even heard of Mostar before this season. We beat them 1-0 at home in the last kick of the game, and we drew with them away. A team I'd never even heard of. Beat AZ Alkmaar, thankfully. Lost to Warsaw. I don't think our European campaign was very good in general. Did okay in bits and pieces. Score is still goalless, by the way. I keep yapping away. This game has just not been great. I'm trying to sugarcoat it in the best way I can, but there has been chances. It's a tense game with really poor football. You can tell both these sides, they've had a long fatigue-ridden season. Like the players look shattered out there, man. Like it's been a really low quality football game. I feel like Prime Villa would have easily beat both of these teams. But unfortunately, Villa have been shattered as well recently. So we probably wouldn't have even done that today. But this has just been a really poor game. Really poor game. Fiorentina have had the best chances, but didn't take them. And it's looking like, with 7 minutes of injury time, it's going to go to extra time, if not penalties. But I expected more from Olympiacos. They've got, 4/5 of the stadium are Olympiacos fans. The ground has been pretty much silent for most of the game. It's been a really poor atmosphere game. It just feels tense. I expected more. Olympiacos, when they played Villa, made it very hostile. Very hostile atmosphere. Whistled and booed and jeered every time Villa had the ball. I've heard none of that today. It's bizarre. It felt the Villa-Fiorentina game. The Villa Olympiacos game felt more like a final than this. That's just my take. Why aren't Villa playing it? Because we bottled our semi-final. That's simple. We did bottle the semi-final. Is what it is, man. Most boring I've ever watched. Yeah, this has been a terrible advert for Conference League football. Not being impressive at all. Salakis with the goal kick. Drills it long, diagonal. Like I said, it's just tense. It's just like both teams don't want to lose. 3 shots. Like I said, Olympiacos, pretty much the home team today. 3 shots. 3 shots in an entire game in 90 minutes of football to Fiorentina's 12. The Italian team have been the better side. They've just not taken their chances. They've had 3 big opportunities in this game and they've missed them all. Bonaventura, I'm telling you, is going to have a sleepless night over the missed chance he had. And then Kouame getting the ball at the back post, unmarked, scuffing his shot down the middle of the goal. It's wasteful. Very wasteful. They look like they've had to run like a marathon before they played. Both teams look so tired. Ball back to the goalkeeper. The score is still goalless, unfortunately. I wanted more here. I wanted more excitement. Guys, double tap the screen. We've got 1.6 thousand likes on the TikTok. I appreciate all your support. I am live on both YouTube and on TikTok. We've got overlays and stuff on the YouTube, the stats and all that, as well as the squad and the score and all the rest of it. But this game is putting me to sleep. Very slowly, but surely. Long throw taken forward for Fiorentina. Temporarily won back with an interception. Dodo with a good throw down the channel. Well, I was going to say defended, but not really. It's won brilliantly. Good idea. Is the substitute for Fiorentina. He won the ball, then lost it in the box. Just getting up the subs now. Not many changes either team have made so far. Yeah, it was it Onzola who came on? Yeah, it would have been Onzola who made that run. So Ikone, Onzola, Duncan, and Barak have all come on. Barak came on for Bonaventura. He had a terrible game, really. I'm gonna try and add this cute little overlay to my stream. Rather than me updating, if I just add this, hopefully it works. But we shall see. If I make the width 5, yeah, I'm cooking. All right, let me cook. Let me cook. Rather than me just trying to change things, I can have it change it for me. Make it what, 550? All right, cool. Alright, so we now got updated stuff on screen, which includes player ratings, which is like a really cool feature that they've started to add now, FlashScore. So I appreciate any changes on their site. So FlashScore have given Bellotti a 6.8, which I think is quite... Honestly, that's quite... what do I call it? Well, Al-Kabi's on a 6.3, by the way. So Al-Kabi and Bellotti had a terrible, terrible game. Still Al-Kabi's on the pitch. Bonaventura went off. Arthur Melo went off. Kouame went off. I appreciate that, SMH, even if that is sarcasm. Stinks of a last-minute goal. Unfortunately, not the case. It is going to extra time, ladies and gentlemen. 0-0 it remains. 0-0. They've absolutely... some of these scores, by the way, that have been given are quite funny. Rodinei, 6.4. Ortega, 6.6. Kouame got a 7.3 before being subbed off. Unzola came on for Bellotti and has apparently played even worse, according to FlashScore. I've not seen Unzola touch the ball too often, to be honest. Barak doesn't have a score yet. Same with Ikone. Ikone has pace, so hopefully he will do something off the bench for Fiorentina. But like I said, we are going into extra time. The best score, as you can see on my stream right here, well, it was Kouame before he went off. So, Gonzalez 7.5 and Dodo 7.5. So those are your Man of the Match awards as of right now. You think it'll win? I think Fiorentina will clutch this out. That's my opinion. I think they will clutch this with a extra time goal. If it goes to penalties, Salakis is good on penalties, so I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if Olympiacos win on penalties, but they have played terribly. It would be a terrible way to win a game. Like, it's been an awful final. Not an advert for the Conference League at all. I'm glad this game was made free for people, because like, this has been shocking. This has just not been an enjoyable game at all. It's just tense, nervous. Like the atmosphere has been non-existent. Yeah. Lad, why don't you want to lose against the winners? Has to be Olympiacos. Very simple. I've been asked this question a few times. Their fans harass me daily. I'm not joking. This sounds like a joke. I'm not joking. Their fans genuinely harass me daily on videos. Every video I make has so TikTok had this thing where it holds messages for review, and they're all full of Olympiacos fans basically saying something a bit prickish, you know. And even videos I don't make about. I could be I made a video about oh, what was it? Was it about Man United? I made a video completely separate to Villa and Olympiacos, and I still get their fans' comments everywhere. So this is a way to celebrate and laugh at them back, you know? Because ever since we played them, they just absolutely flood my comment section. If you're not a Villa content creator, you won't have seen that. But that's my stance on it. It might be petty, but let me have it. Let me have this pettiness, you know? So that is the short end of it anyway. Hope Fiorentina win. Can't lie, because I can't do with these fans. Also, by the way, the Olympiacos fans have absolutely like disgraced the stadium. Like AEK Athens own the ground, and I've seen images for the last few hours of the toilets and, like, you know, inside and outside the stadium getting damaged. Like, these supporters, the Olympiacos supporters, have been a disgrace, seemingly, and I will not support that. I've seen damage to the concourse. I've seen doors being ripped off. I've seen mirrors being broken in the bathroom. It's actually horrid. Look it up on Twitter. Some of the pictures are shocking. That's passion. No, that is just criminal damage. You know, Green Street is a film. It is not real life, or it should not be. That's not what football is about. Anyway, scoring is still goalless, and yeah, I just want the game to be a bit more entertaining, to be honest. That's all I care about. Because it has been a poor performance from... I think Fiorentina have been slightly better, but it's just... If they took their chances, you know, they probably should have won this 1-0. Like, with the chances they created at the very least. But it's not been amazing. I think Fiorentina can say they've had like a 6 out of 10 game, and Olympiacos have had a 5 out of 10, but it is like the main stat that counts, obviously, is the scoreline. Al-Kaabi, by the way, has been shit. The people, you know, Al-Kaabi did well against Villa, right? He's been anonymous in this game. He's been fucking terrible. He's been absolutely terrible. Played an Olympiacos fan on FIFA, got heaps of abuse. Exactly, they're horrid fans. They are horrid, man. What a game to do a watch-along, I know, right? What a game. They decided to play fucking terribly. Oh yeah, because it's extra time, I have to change my overlay again. For goodness sake, man. Oh, shit. Right. There we go. Extra time, and there we go. Cool. Cross comes in. Again, it's over here. It just sums up the game. Harrison says, you know the game is bad when even Murad isn't talking. Yeah, well. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. Give Alcarbi Villa 38 times to score 90 goals a season. Mate, his stat pads against Villa, he's fucking terrible against everyone else. What is this? He's been shocking. The Olympiacos fans make out like he's Cristiano Ronaldo. This is not being impressive at all today. Absolutely anonymous. Goodness me. Again, trying to fix overlays because overlays break. Every time it gets extra time, overlays just fucking break. Trey's gonna be in the beta squad. Amp charity man. I mean, I love Trey. He's great. His jinx is crazy, man. He's winning the Euros. It should be England, but it won't be. England have the best team in Europe easily, but we have the worst manager in Europe, so we won't win anything. You know what? I'm trying to think who I fancy for that. I feel like Spain have been underwhelming, right? In recent years, they got to semi-final in the Euros. Got knocked out by Japan in the World Cup. I feel like Spain need a recovery, and they might get it. I can see Spain getting to a semi-final minimum, but I'd back them. I'd back them for the competition. But it should be England. I can't specify this enough. It should be England. We got the best striker in the world in Kane, best midfielder in the world in Bellingham, the player of the season in Foden, one of the best holding midfielders in the world in Declan Rice. John Stone's arguably the best defender in the world. Kyle Walker consistently does well for City. Like we've got an unbelievable amount of talent. I don't think Palmer starts, Harry. Whether I agree with that or not, I don't think he starts. You know what Southgate is like. Chance for Olympiacos, but the pass is shocking there. They're screaming for handball, but I don't think they're going to get it. Starts over Saka. Southgate will not do that. Harry, you know as well as I do, he has his favourites, right? And you know Saka is the golden boy. You do realise, like, welcome to Southgate ball. Welcome to Southgate ball. Thankfully, the referee is not taking any shit from Olympiacos, by the way, because they're complaining and crying about penalties. And he's booked them a couple of times. It was Jovetic who's just been booked for crying. He's going to get another yellow if he carries on yapping away. Just reading some of my TikTok comments, so I apologise if I do miss any. After all this, I feel like we'll lose 2-0 to Denmark in the groups and finish second. How should I search it, says Jude. Search what? I need to read some more comments to understand that, I reckon. Oh wait, that was Alcarbi. I read that one. Before that, you said Fiorentina win because I can't do these fans. If you're on about searching for Olympiacos and the damages they've done to the stadium, I just put Olympiacos fans and scroll down. Because that's how I found it anyway. I only decided to look because an AEK Athens fan came into my stream about an hour ago, basically calling it out and saying what's been going on. I've just had a message from Dan Bardell. Ty just said you were nice about me on a stream, so thank you very much for that. So look up Dan Bardell. He's like one of Villa's best accounts. He said Ty was nice about. I don't remember saying anything about. I'm gonna message him back. Hi, mate. I respect you very highly for your Villa content. I am a fairly small Villa content creator, so I am surprised you saw something about me. Yeah, he just DM'd me. I'm just DMing him back. Not really sure what else to say. Oh, now follows me as well. Okay. Fair enough, Dan. So look, I'm a very small Villa content creator, so I am surprised when people find clips about me. By the way, Luke, that's another thing. How the hell does Luke see my stuff? What? My world has just been blown open here. What? What the? That's crazy. Mate. If you know anything about Villa content creators, that's crazy. I don't know what clip he's on about. I have no idea what clip he's on about. I've never said anything bad about Dan. I've always seen his stuff on Sky and I've seen his clips everywhere. And he comes across really well. I think he's a good representation of the Villa fanbase. I can't remember what I've said about him, but there's a clip of me going around apparently, so yeah. That's funny. If AJ had a new manager, who would you want it to be? Good question. The manager market is terrible right now. Genuinely, I sound insane, but I'd go for Tuchel. In terms of someone who's realistically available, I'd go for Tuchel. You know, he won I hate to say it, but he did win the Champions League at Chelsea. So if you want him for like a knockout competition, I think he'd do more than Southgate. Surely I'm not wrong for saying that, you know? McKenna. I mean, McKenna's young, man. Ty Bracey. Wait, how does Ty know me? Huh? Ty... Huh? Bro, what? So the biggest Villa Twitter account and social media guy is a guy called Ty Bracey. He has 100,000 followers and apparently he knows me and knows me off a clip. And he gone and told Dan Bardell about a random stream that I made basically praising Dan Bardell. What is going on? I don't understand this. I don't even know what stream it was. Oh man, whatever. Small world. How you keeping? I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a terrible game. Today was a watch along, tongue in cheek watch along. Alright, sorry about that. I've just been distracted because my fucking world has been turned upside down. Blood said he rejected us when we rejected him. He thinks he's that guy. Eucl is good. Oh, well, I'd take anyone ahead of Rooney right now. There you go. Ball to Al-Kabi. Come on, I want some entertainment, man. Seriously. Cross from Prudence. Good ball. Good diving header away, actually. Ollie Watkins caught... Okay. I'm surprised you know what that is. Not many... You know what? Not many people actually know what that is. It's Bohemian Grove. I've seen like conspiracy stuff about it. It's an all men's club, but it's like really creepy. Some of the stuff that goes on there. Zam Brown, how you doing, man? What's good? Is Prudence down the right? Again, Prudence has been terrible. I'm not saying this because he's a Wolves player. It does help me criticise him, but not impressed me at all. A 0 extra time, yeah, unfortunately. And Daisy said, did you see what Steven Gerrard said? Absolute joke. Yeah, Gerrard, I'm glad you brought this up, actually. Steven Gerrard basically said he didn't think his time at Villa was that bad, which is a piss take. Gerrard nearly relegated this club. Gerrard nearly took Villa down. And with the same squad, Unai, well, other than like a couple additions, and I mean a couple additions, Unai took that very same team into the Champions League. Gerrard is the worst manager in my lifetime. In my lifetime. The audacity of that man is crazy. So I'm glad you brought that up, Daisy, because, yeah, that's shocking. Genuinely. Grogu in the background for the Hatealong? Yeah, you gotta have it. You gotta have it. Oh, yeah, I went red because... I got, like I said, I got a DM from one of Villa's biggest accounts. So I'm like, you know, I didn't even know. I've just found out that 2 people I've been following for years know about me. So it's, yeah, you don't expect to see that every day, you know? This game has been terrible. This game has been absolutely terrible. Doing good. How about you? Congrats. You see how you deserve it. Hope Villa do well. Yeah, appreciate that, man. All of the praise should go to Unai Emery. The guy is an absolute magician. Someone who's been disrespected in this country for too long. He's finally getting the plaudits he deserves. I think Arsenal treated him terribly for his time there. Wasn't given any kind of funding. You look at the money he was given compared to what Arteta's been given. It's night and day. And I know like some of the results at Arsenal weren't great, but a transition period from Wenger was always going to be difficult. And it's the exact same when Ferguson left Man United. David Moyes struggled there as well. I don't think Moyes is a bad manager. He literally won a trophy last year. He's not amazing. He's not someone I'd want at my club, but I don't think anyone can say he's a bad manager. It might not be what you want, but yeah. Just realised I don't have XG on screen. I'm going to add XG to the stats, because I know people love XG. There you go. I've got XG now for you guys. The XG, by the way, 0.26 to 0.77. Bloody hell. Yeah, this game's terrible. This absolutely reeks of penalties. Awful game of football. Emery get any awards for his amazing management? Nope. Should have been given, in my opinion anyway, should have been given manager of the year, and he wasn't. It went to Pep, but it always goes to the league winner, so I'm not surprised in the slightest. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. What it is fucking stupid at times. I'm going to say this as well. I feel like Villa are going to have a drop-off period at some point. And I want the fan base to actually be smart for a change and not... You know, I don't want the fan base to try and dig Unai Emery out. Because at some point, with our Champions League games, in some point during the Unai Emery regime, we're going to go through a sticky patch, and I don't trust the Villa fan base. I think the Villa fan base is very toxic at times. And I think he's done more than enough to keep his job here for a long time. I'm glad that Villa, I'm glad the club giving him a 5-year contract. I'm just worried about the fan base, you know, because football fans are very, very fickle. Let's see, Steve Cooper rejected Burnley job. I'm not surprised. I did not see that, but I'm not surprised. He took you from the he took Villa not from the Championship. He took us from relegation, potential relegation to the Championship, to the Champions League, which is still an incredible achievement. Like, I am so proud of what Unai Emery has done at this club. Genuinely. It's better to not to go to pens because I know Olympiacos will win. Olympiacos will win on penalties. This has just been an abysmal final. An abysmal final. But if they win on penalties, then that's all they'll care about. You know, that winning a game. Final 15 minutes of the game. Guys, please double tap the screen. We've got 3,500 likes on TikTok today. And I appreciate all your support. So if you haven't already, double tap. We are also live on YouTube. I've got stats on screen as well as just a betting, viewing, and audio experience. I don't just say that. You can literally experience it for yourself. And yeah, feel free to support the streaming however you want. Olympiacos seem to switch to a 4-4-2, says Frank Good. I said good, by the way. Frank Good. It's been a long ass day for me today. I moved out from my university flat nearly entirely now, so and I went drinking yesterday, so I'm hungover and exhausted, and this game has not helped me in any way, shape, or form today. The Hatealong is just... I might as well rename it to just Borderlong, you know? Shocking. Long ball towards Al-Kabi. So Al-Kabi's rating has gone to a 6.6 in terms of flash score rating. Retsos and Carmo have been the most impressive players. The centre-backs for Olympiacos, just like against Villa, they've been very impressive today. Martinez Quarter has got the highest rating along with Gonzalez down the right for Fiorentina. Dodo has played well. Yeah, Fiorentina, like I keep saying throughout the game, they have been the better side and they do deserve the results so far, but they're not getting it because it is still goalless. Okay, so I'm going to approve this comment. This is what this comment here, I'm going to pin it as well, right? This is what I keep seeing. Can I pin this, please? Yeah, there we go. That has been in my comment section for weeks now. People keep saying stuff like this. This is why the Hatealong today existed. Because of people like that. This is why I did this video, this live stream today. Yeah, Gerard said he wasn't bad. Yes, a joke. Absolute joke. Yeah, Jack Robinson, what boring. Yeah, it's been awful. This has not been a representation at all of it's not been a good representation of Conference League football at all, is what I'm trying to say. How are you doing, the Villa player? What's good? If any of you want to be a TikTok moderator, by the way, do let me know in DMs or whatever. Because I'm looking at getting a couple more mods for streams, so if you are interested, do let me know. Yeah, so Frank saying they've been average. I think both teams, since extra time, it's hard to pick a winner, unfortunately. As much as I think Fiorentina have been the better side overall, I think both teams have just looked very tired and leggy during this extra time period. Villa players said there won't be a winner. And good you. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm just exhausted. And I hope that I'd get second win, basically, watching this game. And it's just, if anything, just made it worse. It's a Kone. He can't sort his feet out, man. Shame. Big shame. Martinez quarter. Pokes the ball through. Dodo header forward to Ikone. They're passing them quite well from left to right here. Beltran in the box. Ikone! Oh, what a save! Ikone nearly makes it 1-0. And a really good save from Salakis again has just kept out Fiorentina with 10 minutes to go in this game. Another wasted opportunity, and now a handball has stopped Fiorentina's attack. It's another scuff shot on goal, though. It's another big chance. And to be fair to Slakis, it's another good save, but the shot is just not clean in the slightest. It's a wasted chance, if anything. Shame. Absolute shame. I appreciate all the follows, as always, guys. Don't forget, please double tap the screen. I appreciate all your support on this channel, as always. This will be the final stream of the season as the Champions League. I will be watching with mates. Do watch that game though. I hope for the underdog story. I really want Borussia Dortmund to get the result. I think it'll be good for football, you know. But I can already see the Jude Bellingham against his old team arc and Bellingham getting the winner or whatever. I've seen the script, you know. But I'm hoping for some Dortmund underdog story. We've seen already Atalanta beating the unbeaten run of Bayer Leverkusen. And right now, I mean, the favourites Olympiacos are struggling against Fiorentina. So, yeah. Oh, Kone doesn't really catch it, man. This replay, he just kind of scuffs it towards goal. Poor finish. Poor finish in the end. I think they were favourites. They were the hosts, basically the hosts. 3/4 to 4/5 of the ground are Olympiacos fans. Beating Villa definitely made them favourites for this, 100%. I definitely think they were favourites. Don't forget as well, Fiorentina lost the final last year. So I don't think many were betting on them winning today. Ikone is Barak. Cross towards the backstick. Header cushioned down but hacked away. Retsos could have left that for his goalkeeper Salakis, but he decided to clear long instead. I think that decision, it could be costly because he gave possession straight back. Another long ball towards the striker. It's gone out for a corner, to be fair. It's going to be another roll the dice potentially to get the ball forward. We own Aston Villa. Okay. You're not owning Olympiacos then. Not Olympiacos, sorry. Let me say it again. You're not owning Fiorentina though, are you? There's a team you have to own here. It was, Unzola chasing the ball down. Unzola's not really done enough for me, I think, since coming on. Oh, chance for a counter-attack for Olympiacos. Good ball out wide. Oh, that's terrible, though. Oh, he's given a foul for that. That's terrible. Yeah, the commentators disagree as well. Free kick to Fiorentina has been given for a foul on Jovetic. I think that's a really soft free kick. Retsos does look nervous. Just couldn't talk with your keeper. Like, the keeper's clearly gone out, shouted like it's his ball, went out to claim it, and Retsos just hacks the ball away, gives it straight back to Fiorentina. They get a corner. Unfortunately, they do waste their set pieces, but that could cost your team, man. Just communicate. Sometimes players don't communicate because of the tension that they feel, you know? So they don't want to, they don't want to make risks. Even though it's not a risk, in that moment, in that split decision, he probably thought it was. Our set pieces have been, this season have been so bad. Fairs, man. I've missed 21 comments. I'm enjoying this Hatealong because there's no Blues fans in chat. It's been great, Alfie. I've loved this. I wish the game's better though, unfortunately, but yeah. Send me a message when the game is finished. Love the karma when I win, and love the karma when you lose. And a bit of spam from MHTSOSS. Okay. You will, you're just going to get timed out because you're being a bit of a weirdo. I don't mind people gloating or saying what they want, but like, I don't really understand chatting shit on a live. I don't get it. Spam. They love to spam. I don't know what it is about Olympiacos fans, but they love to spam comments. Bro paid for a game that's free. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Villa player, you come out with some weird shit sometimes, man. The game is literal free. Also, apologise for harassment from stupid Olympiacos fans of this house. I appreciate it. Like I have said in the stream, it's not all Olympiacos fans, but I've had a lot of abuse. And like some of it is fun. Like some of it is not abuse. It's just like spam, like Al Carby's your daddy and stuff like that. But the amount of comments and DMs that have been filtered or just sent to me that I've had to see where people have just been horrible, like for no reason, just because I'm a Villa fan. Like just saying some like really horrid shit. There's no reason for it, which is kind of why I've done this tongue-in-cheek watch along. Chance of Olympiacos down the left. Cross. Oh, Al Carby wanted something there. The referee doesn't give it. He's been told to get up. Another cross. Goal! A goal for Olympiacos. Al Carby. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Al Carby has scored. Al Carby has scored in extra time. Olympiacos lead in the final by 1-0. Olympiacos are 1-0 up. Ain't no way, man. He's been terrible. He's been so bad the entire game. I hate football sometimes, right? He has been shit the entire game. He's just had one shot and scored one goal. I hate this man. I hate this man so much. So how undeserved is this, man? What an undeserved result. They've been shit the whole game. You know what? It's a very brave header, right? I'll give Al Carby that. He basically could have got his head kicked in there. A diving header in an awkward spot. Oh, there's going to be a VAR check, and I'm going to hide my comment section here, so I get to have the full pure reaction. There's going to be a VAR check for the Olympiacos goal. Is there going to be an offside? I want to see the lines, man. It's such a joke, man. Al Carby has done nothing all game. All game, man. The atmosphere has been flat. The game has been shit. It's been an awful final. Oh, they're taking 20 years to decide this. Will there be another bullshit decision? Why are people on their phones? There's no other game going on. There's no way they're taking photos. I refuse. Oh, we're seeing a replay. We get to watch a replay. Oh! The AI may have to intervene here. That is millimeters. That's harsh. I will say, if that's disallowed, that's harsh. It's so close. But we have the technology. We have the AI technology. But it's so painfully close. This is probably the most exciting part of the game. It's a VAR check. A VAR check is the most exciting part of a game so far. We've played, what, 2 hours? This has been a long check. It's still ongoing. Get on with it, man. Bloody hell. Surely the AI system would have worked by now. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the commentator did say something. I do agree with that. Because it's a final, I suppose they have to make sure the decision's spot on. Goal given. Goal given. Goal given. 1-0. Olympiacos. In Athens. In the final. Al-Kabi. I'm finished, man. It's over. I'm finished. I did it. Oh, my TikTok's 3,000 views. It's gonna spike after this, man. Oh no. Oh no, man. This is bad. This is terrible. Oh. They can't, mate, my video is going to age so bad. I'm finished, man. I'm finished. I made a video saying I'm going to be there for the Olympiacos. I said Olympiacos going to get humbled. Oh, Kone! Oh, what a block. That's brilliant. Bloody hell, man. What a hate. Shut up, Jack. Shut up, man. Look. They don't deserve it. I hate football. They do not deserve this, man. It's pain. This is pain. I'm not salty. I'm actually laughing, to be honest. Oh man. I made a TikTok video basically saying Olympiacos is gonna get humbled. And I don't think it's gonna end very well. Fucking hell, man. It's over. I am the Villa Trey. I am. I made a video on Trey the other day, actually. Mate, they've been shit, man. They've been genuine. I feel so bad. This is for 2 years. 2 years in a row, right? Fiorentina have been the better side in the final. And it's 2 years in a row they're going to lose. Football is a horrid sport, man. How do you dominate back-to-back Conference League finals and lose them both? This competition is sickening. This is absolutely sickening. Unbelievable. Yeah, Fiorentina, they've done everything but score. Like, they've been by far the better team in this game. They've created so many chances, but, you know, Bonaventura, sickening, missing 2 massive chances. You know, a tap in the middle of the goal, and then he went one-on-one, tried to chip the keeper, and he failed. Ikone missed a big chance. The biggest one probably fell to Kawame, and he scuffed his shot. And then Olympiacos have had just that one diving header with Al-Kabi. They've had a couple like half chances saved, but they've not really created anything massive until the goal they've scored. This sport is sickening, man. This sport is sickening. Oh, I'm not deleting the video. I am not. Oh, and you on about the guy on TalkSport? AJ's crying in his bed. I'm loving, what was it? I'm loving City instead. Come on, City. Come on, City. Oh, man. Jovicic's chance saved. Podent's chance saved. And also header by Bora went wide. Yeah, those are half chances, to be fair. It's even better how the guy that actually destroyed the club is the guy that scored too. That's another thing as well. He's been shit all game. El Kaabi, before the goal, had a 6.2 rating on SofaScore. But now it's now 7.3 because he scored. He's been awful all game, man. The only positive thing is El Kaabi's going to get a big move in the summer to like a German team or whatever. That's the only positive out of all this. Yeah, they've missed some serious chances, Fiorentina. Like I said, Bonaventura, sleepless nights, man. Sleepless nights. Another long ball forward. It has to be it now. Yeah, that's going to be game. I think that's game over. It's game over. It's game. It is game over. It is game over. They've won. Olympiacos have won by a goal to nil. This sport is so washed, man. Genuinely, like this sport is. They've been shit, man. The whole game, they didn't deserve that. Olympiacos had 4 shots on target with 6 in total and 1 off a diving header. They were battered the whole game, but Fiorentina can't take their chances. I'm going to end the stream there because I don't know what else to say. Yeah, the TikTok live. To be fair, it's not that bad. I thought it'd be worse. I thought it would be worse. Okay. All right. Thank you all for watching. That is the end of the season. I will be doing Villa. I might be doing some Villa live streams talking about transfers and stuff throughout the summer. I'll probably be doing some gaming stuff as well to keep the channel live during the break. Maybe some Euros videos and all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. It's been an incredible season. Villa are Champions League again, and maybe we will do something special. Who knows? Thank you all for watching. See you again soon.